The Fender Blues Junior has been around for quite some time now, and it seems there's a good reason for it. It's supposed to be very good. It also brings kind of the more high-end Fender amps into the reach of those who might not have the budget or the big stage for one of these bigger amps. Is it any good? That's what we'll find out today. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. You can call me whatever guy, even if my name isn't tricky to pronounce. It's good to have you along. Today we're taking a look at the Fender Blues Junior. This is the tweed version. It comes in many different versions actually, but I did a bit of research and it seems that they're basically pretty much the same thing. The cosmetics might be different. Notable differences might be different speakers in different versions, but pretty much the same amp mostly. I have the tweed version here. They go for 640 euros, I think it was, here in Europe, the tweed versions, which is not a huge amount for an all tube amp. You can get them fairly cheap on the second-hand markets because it's been around for a while, so you can find quite good deals on this amp. So if you're looking for an amp for home use that's not too crazy loud and you want those Fender cleans, this supposedly should do the job. It has a very simple layout, 3-band EQ, volume, master and reverb. It also has a fat switch, and what I'll be doing is I'll try it with a Strat today and also have an overdrive pedal that I'll be seeing how it reacts to that. So that's basically it. I'll get my guitar and we'll start playing. This is actually a bit exciting because this is the first Fender amp that I'm trying out on this channel. I have a separate camera filming the knobs of the amp so that you can see what it is I've been doing to the amp. I have EQ set halfway, yes, volume halfway, and reverb all the way down, master all the way down. So at the moment it sounds like this, which is not a lot. I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJM Fury pickups, and the overdrive I have is a Strymon Riverside, which is very good indeed. So let's open the master and see what this sounds like. Okay, sounding quite good so far. I had to drop the level a bit on the mic. By the way, if you are using this one in the studio, or at least the tweed version, the one here, the cab, I was about to say, the speaker isn't entirely in the middle. So do take that into consideration when you're miking it up. Good thing I shone a light in there. Okay, it's sounding quite nice. Let's see what the fat switch does. Okay, let's add a bit of reverb. Okay, let's see. Let's try to tweak the sound a bit. Added treble. Looking at the meters over there, I think I have to drop the levels still a bit. Even at very low volume, this is quite loud. I'd imagine that this might annoy neighbors. And I only have the master at 2.5 roughly. Still a bit too much reverb for me. Let's drop the treble and add middle, see how that sounds. Just on the edge of breakup there. Let's drop mids and add bass. Okay, so far it's sounding very nice, very different from what I'm used to because I'm more of a plexi type person, but it's sounding very nice. Let's see what happens if we add volume. Volume up to 10. And let's add master. Okay, something was resonating quite nastily. Still dropping volume a bit. Okay, let's try adding an overdrive. I have the Strymon Riverside, which does a bunch of different things. Now I have it set to the low gain mode, a bit of drive going on, and the mid boost as well. So it's a bit of a tube screamery thing, or it should be roughly something like that. Bit of noise. For something so small, it's surprisingly loud. Let's check it out with more gain. Okay, it's sounding quite good. I'm not entirely convinced by the overdrive pedal and the Fender together, but one problem is that it's very loud, even at this kind of low volume. So if you want to use it at home, let's see. How loud can we go before it starts breaking up? So if you want the Fender kind of cleans, and the cleans are very nice. Let's drop volume, add master. it's very close to peaking. I'll just have to drop the levels still. My speech mic is peaking all over the place all the time when I play. Add more volume. Let's see how loud it goes before it breaks up. Okay, that's where it starts breaking up. Could you gig with this? I think you could, if you're playing the kind of music that it's a blues amp. So, as implied by the title or the name. So I guess you should be able to play gigs with this. Make a mistake, play it twice, it's no longer a mistake. Let's see how quiet you can get this. So, for me, if I was thinking of getting this amp, and this was my kind of only amp, and I was into the whole blues thing, what I would be thinking of is, could I use it at home and gigging? So I think you can use it gigging. You can still get more out of it, more volume. I'm not even halfway on the master, and the volume is, well, that's on just over 4. So you can get more out of this. But if you want breakup at home, let's see how that works. So now we have it at 0. Okay, that's fizzy. Okay, clearly, for me, this has pros and cons. It has a very nice, clean sound. You can get a lot of volume out of this. It does quite a nice breakup type sound. It's simple. Hey, I like simple. It's fairly affordable. You could use this at home, and you could use this live. It could be a kind of one-stop solution. If you want, the minuses, it doesn't have an effects loop. So if you want delay and reverb, you'll have to run this entirely clean. Otherwise, it just won't work. Delay and reverb into overdriven sounds do not work for me. For certain stuff, it will work. Even that kind of certain types of music, it will work. But most, nope. So it doesn't have a loop, which is also a problem because you can't get you can't do what I do with the Plexi, for instance, which is put a volume pot in the loop and bring down the volume that way, and just run the power section harder and the preamp harder, but bring down the volume in the loop. It works on some types of loops. The reverb is nice. Until you get to roughly 3, then it's just too much for me. So it's a good touch. It's something that's nice to have, but not something I would look for. I'm not entirely sure about the speaker. There's a bit of honkiness going on that I'm not entirely sure about, and I think it would be better through a cab. But it doesn't have a cab out, so can't try that, which is a shame. But that would probably bring up the cost a bit, at least. Yeah, mixed bag. Some of the sounds I really like. Some the overdrive. When I hit the overdrive a bit harder into it, it gets a bit fizzy and yeah, not entirely sure. But it does the clean and the low gain stuff really well, which I guess is basically what these types of amps are known for, and in that sense it does the job very well considering the price. So I'm really not surprised that it's lasted as long as it has, but on the other hand, it's not entirely my thing. But hey, doesn't have to be. Will I be keeping it? No. I have the AC10 by Vox, and I actually think I preferred the cleans on that one a bit more. But definitely, if you want a small, portable valve amp or tube amp, if you prefer, this is something to consider. Yeah, it has its plus. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. That's basically it. If you want to watch more of my amp reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. Please join me on Patreon because you get a bunch of exclusives and my music for free. If you want it for free, you can pay if you want to. Yeah, it's all great. You can even get my lesson package for next to nothing. Well, not next to nothing, but for a fairly low price. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification thing, comment, let me know what you thought, and that's basically it. Give the video a thumbs up. I don't know if I said that. I hope to see you in another one. Take care. Goodbye.